Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, what's up, Rick? Man, listen, we are all, I think, all over the country in real prayer for a lot of our brothers and sisters throughout the South, the Southwest. Rick, I know Dallas is crazy right now with the number of people that are without power, without water. And while, you know, some of us that are in states that get bad weather on a regular basis, hear some of these things. This is a real challenging situation for a lot of folks and a very dangerous one. So check on your loved ones who are in some of these hard-hit areas. They may need to hear from you, may need to know that they are okay. And let's continue to support those that are trying to reestablish power. The infrastructure in the Southwest, in particular, just wasn't prepared for this kind of cold and freezing. And so not only is the grid down, power out, cell phones aren't working. So a lot of us are going to get hit with weather this week. So just, again, try to position yourself in spaces that you can to be as safe as you can, and reach out to folks that you know are in hit areas, because we just don't know to what degree people are having to deal with this weather. The second thing, Rick, is I'm so appreciative of those who have been calling out elected officials for what they do and don't do. I thought it was very interesting that people talked about they should have called witnesses in this second impeachment trial. And the reality is, why did you need to? I mean, there was enough evidence there, and I think that was the whole point, that you had enough video evidence, you had enough indicators, you had enough comments made that this really wasn't about
right. What the hell the witness was going to add. Right.
It was about, are you standing on principle, or are you a punk? Are you afraid? Do you not care? And history has got to tell the story that way, because this was not about, I am not a huge rah fan for the Democrats, and everything they do I think is right. But the jurors that laid that case out laid it out in an incredibly principled way, citing all of the things that needed to be cited. And this is just a frank act of politics over principle, or cowardice over courage. And we just need to call it what it is. It has not a damn thing to do with calling no witnesses. There's a story that I got to talk about, Rick, before I get out of here, and it's a sad one in a lot of ways, but a joyous one in others. And that is, you all, America's oldest juvenile lifer was released in Philadelphia after 68 years in prison. Joe Ligon was 15 years old. 15 years old when he received life sentence in Philly for an involvement in a series of robberies and assault that left 2 people dead. Sentenced in 1953. 1953. And last Thursday, at 83 years old, he walked out of a Montgomery County State Correctional Institution after being in prison for 68 years. He was originally from Alabama. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder. Even though he wasn't involved, he claims he wasn't involved in the murders, and we all know how that goes down. And a 2012 Supreme Court decision put him on the path to freedom, you all. But listen, even after all of these sentences got commuted, not commuted, but the rules got changed, which said that this group of citizens could apply for parole, he wouldn't apply. He said it didn't make sense for him to apply for parole when all he was going to do is be in prison, out of jail. And so for 3 years, he didn't even apply for parole. And so it wasn't until another attorney applied to the Supreme Court, and through a series of things happening, ultimately ordered on November 13th that he was either to be resentenced or released within 90 days. And the clock ran out on the 90 days. And Thursday, he became a free man. Literally, he said, literally, he's saying, I'm looking at all the tall buildings. This is new to me. This never existed. And this is just sad, man. And so it raises for me even all this critique around Van Jones and about should he have been working with Trump to get people released from prison. And my thing is, I don't care, Republican, Democrat, who you are, if we can get our brothers and sisters out behind that wall and them bars, I don't care who it is involved in making it happen. What happened to this man is criminal in and of itself. And we need to get as many of our brothers and sisters out behind those bars as we can, especially those who, frankly, didn't deserve to be there for as long as they have been or for what they were there in the first place. So we're celebrating this brother, but it's such a sad story to even have to talk about.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I saw it on Sean King's page, and I hope that people raise enough money to take care of him to make sure that the man have everything that he needs. So.
Absolutely.
Definitely appreciate that, Jeff. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on all social media. Hey, y'all be safe in Dallas, all our brothers and sisters. Take care of yourselves this week as this weather keeps wreaking havoc, y'all.